homies, back with another video. I want to take some time in the beginning of this video to apologize. I haven't filmed in like 2 months, but I have reasons. Your girl was moving, so I was packing to unpack, and I got sick. So I had to heal myself, unpack, get comfortable, get situated, and all of that. So now I'm back, so I'm coming back with a story time / get ready with me. No, I'm not going nowhere. I'm sitting in the house. This is my day off, so I said let me film because your girl's been slacking. So this is gonna be the story time where I get into a fight, but I don't get into a fight, but I woke up and my knuckles was messed up, and it's my friend's boyfriend, but they wasn't dating at the time. It's just it's a whole lot of mess. So let me just get into the story. So I live in Ohio. We have a thing called Creekside, which is a festival that we have in like a suburban area, right? Oh, and if you guys want to know what I'm using on my face, put it in the comment section because I'm only gonna put it if y'all want to know what I'm using for my face. So yeah. So Mia and my bestie Alexis, she's a part of this story. Everybody else has nicknames, but me and my bestie Alexis, we decide to go to it because we go all the time, every year, because we like bourbon chicken and funnel cakes. If you don't like it, oh well. So we go for bourbon chicken and literally funnel cakes every year. Oh, even though I didn't go this year, you guys, but that's okay. But we go and we invite our friend. His nickname and the story time is gonna be Lemon Head. He'll know, he'll get it. So his name is Lemon Head in the story. And so we're all having a good time. We're eating. Like we see did we see some of our other friends? We might have seen some of our other friends. I can't honestly remember. This was some time ago. But we're having a good old time. And so, and I'm sorry if you guys see me looking down, I have a mirror down here. So I'm gonna be looking down and looking up. So yeah. So we're having a great old time. We're there honestly for a long time because it becomes nighttime. And our friend Marcho was like, do y'all wanna go out? Granted, me and Alexis, we don't really go out. But it was summer. Fuck, I think it was summer 16. Or was it? I think it was summer 16. And so we're like, all right, we gonna go. And I don't think we don't really go out with Marcho or whatever. And so we're like, okay, cool. Shit. And we don't really go out with Lemonhead. And so we're like, all right, cool. At this point, we had to go get gas, I believe, and then we're gonna meet him downtown. And so we had to get gas. Lord. So at this point, Alexis, I believe, is on Snapchat, and her friend at the time, Gemini, was throwing shots on his friend's Snapchat because I think he had ended up blocking her or something along those lines. So he was on his friend's Snapchat talking shit, and it was like not even really talking shit. It was like a subliminal, like singing a song, but at her because he knew she would see it. And so she like, oh, word? Oh, so you want to talk about mamas. I'm just playing. But so she's like, word, all right. So she writes his friend, which is also her friend, like she texted him because it was on his friend's Snapchat. And so she's like, hey, I seen Gemini basically talking about me on your Snapchat. Like, is he with you? Like, what's up? Like, what is the issue? So, backstory. My bestie and Gemini were not getting along at this point. He was upset about something that she did that didn't affect him, but he was upset about it. And that's where this underlying beef is coming from, FYI. So, she's like, you know, is there basically an issue? with me and Gemini. But Gemini was with his friend, and Gemini had his friend's phone. So he ends up responding to the message. And to be honest, I don't remember what the message ended up saying. But I know my friend, my bestie Alexis, she was pissed. Like, what is your issue, basically? Like, it's not that serious. Like, you don't like it, move on from it. Like, period. And so I'm just like, oh God, like, we're supposed to be going out, having a good time. We don't really go out. Like, let's just have a good time. But then in the back of my mind, it's like, you're a whole dude. Like, why are you disrespecting a girl? Like, I get, like, you guys were something and you guys are going through something, but just let it go. Like, it's never that serious, basically. It's really not. Like, I don't like half the things some of my friends do, and it's not my life, so you do you. Like, it's not me, so I'm not gonna have a hissy fit because you're doing something I don't like. Like, it has nothing to do with me. So, at this point, Gemini and Alexis are going back and forth on Gemini's phone. And I'm just like, Lord, this is going to be bad. In my mind, it's like, what is about to happen? We get the gas, we're going downtown. So I don't know what was said, but my bestie was like, we're going downtown, basically pull up. In my mind, I'm like, oh God, okay. But I'm like, it's dudes. So it's like, we're not about to get in a fight with dudes. Like, no. So she's like, basically pull up. Like, she was like irritated, which I get it because, I get irritated easily. And so she's like, pull up. And he's basically like, okay. So I'm just like, okay, get downtown. He's just going to talk shit. It don't matter. Whatever. We still going to have a good time. So we end up going downtown. We meet our friend Lemon Head, like where we were meeting. And like we were bar hopping or whatever. And we were having a good time. Like, legitly, it was a good time. Like, no issues. Like, all three of us was having a great time. We end up running into his friend, what we thought was his friend. Lemon Head, that ain't your friend. It's really not. But anywho, we run into, I'm going to call him his friend, but his nickname is going to be called Dollars. We run into Dollars, and that's for a reason, too. But we run into Dollars, and they like, bro, I haven't seen you in so long. Like, how you been? How you doing? So I'm thinking like they've been friends and they just ain't, really talked in a while. Come to find out, like, they basically work friends. They ain't really friends. But that's besides the point. So then all four of us was having a good time. And I was just like, wow, this is turning out to be a great night. Like, yes. And so, and me and my best friend, like, we don't really go to clubs, bars, like, that's not our thing. So, I'm like, okay, we're having a good time. Like, I was having a good time. I was drinking, like, with my friends. And granted, the people I was out with, like, I've been cool with. Lemonhead since elementary, since 4th grade, I've known him. And then my best friend, I know her since 6th grade. So, like, we have a good time. We have a good time. And so, what point of the night? I don't know. It was getting closer to the end of the night, right? And so Gemini was basically like, he really gonna pull up. And to be honest, I forgot about it. Like, because we was having a good time. It's been some time. And so at this point, I'm like, oh, he's coming for real. I'm like, okay, like, whatever. Not really gonna ruin the time because, I mean, I'm already lit. Like, we're having a great time, so it don't matter. So, whatever. Like, come on, bring yourself down here just to talk shit and go home, like, whatever. So, that's what I'm thinking is gonna happen. So, I don't know me and Gemini are friends on Facebook, and I don't know if I got on on Facebook and seen a status that he wrote, but it was basically like, somebody come beat up this girl for me. And this was on Facebook, like a status on Facebook. So I'm like, beat up what girl? Like what are we talking about? And I seen girls commenting on it, so I'm like, so this is what we're really on. Like, I'm thinking you just gonna come downtown, talk your shit, and call it a day. So in my mind, I'm like, oh, like that's what we on, okay. Like, I'm just like, wow, like I didn't know it was that serious. So I told my best friend, like, oh, like girl, I guess he got people coming down here for us, like it's that deep. And so that night, like me and Alexis, like we did not change, and we had on what we had on at the little festival. And so I was like in a chill outfit, but y'all, I was just like, dang, like I don't want to get in a fight. I had a wig on, right? And so I'm just like, dang. But I had braids underneath, and it was low-key cute. So I was like, if it gets snatched off, your girl will be cute in her braids, and we're gonna call it a day. But I was just like, dang, whatever. And so we was both cute. My friend, my bestie had on a cute little black dress with the back out, and it was a good. We was cute. I'm gonna insert a video if I can find it of what we looked like that day. Insert if I got. Hopefully I do. But yeah, so he's like putting that on Facebook, and that instantly pissed me off because I'm like, it's never that serious. Like, you don't like something she did, like, okay, let it go and keep it moving. And so I'm like, wow, like we're gonna be downtown. I'm like, in my mind, I'm thinking so much stuff like, oh, we're gonna get arrested, and in my mind, because I'm like, if somebody like touches me, I'm gonna hit you. Like I'm pretty sure that's how everybody is in life. So I'm just like, wow, like he's putting basically a public service announcement on Facebook to come beat up my best friend. And so I'm just like, oh my God. And so like we warned our friend Lemonhead, and we warned Dollars, like what possibly may come. I think we warned them before they came, I think. If we didn't, I apologize, y'all. But yeah. So I'm assuming we warned them, but then again, I really don't know. And so I'm like, okay. We're just like, well, if he really comes, he comes. If not, like, who cares? And so we're enjoying the night. We're enjoying it. And so all of a sudden, she gets a text and was like, I'm here. And so I'm like, oh God. And so he's like, I'm outside of Brothers. And so we're like, I think we were too. We're walking from this place called Gasworks over there. I really don't remember, but we was close. And so we meet up. And so you guys, I'm not gonna say I'm confrontational, but it's like only so much that I can hear, especially like when I've had liquor. So he comes and he just instantly starts talking shit to her. Like we're all standing there, like we're like, if it don't get out of hand, like it is what it is. So he's talking shit, whatever. She probably talking shit. I don't know. I don't remember, but I don't think so. I think she was just listening, like basically like, what you're saying is bullshit. Like, nigga, stop. Because he was throwing out hella lies. We're not going to get into exactly what was said, but it was hella lies. And there was one thing that set me off. Like, I do not like when guys try to downplay you, like, in regards to, like, I guess, like, a sexual manner when you know and everybody else knows that they want that from you, but then try to play you about it to make themselves look some type of way. Like, I don't mess with that. Like, that literally irritates the shit out of me. Just like even when girls like used to mess with a dude, you be like, oh, his dick's small anyway. Like, but you was just messing with him for the longest. But okay, sis, you got it, sis. And so he basically said something along the lines like about that about her. And in my mind, I'm just like, really, sis? He's not a sis, but in my mind, this is what I'm thinking. I'm like, really, sis? Really, sis? Like, is that where we're gonna go with this? Because I just feel like that's not where we should go. So he was going off the whole time, and when he said that, that's when I interjected because I just couldn't take the lies. Like, let's not lie, sir. Let's not lie. But I'm like, I get you was in your feelings and yada, yada, yada. But let's not put that in there. Like, let's not throw that out there. Like, that's why this ain't good, or this is why I don't want, like, let's not do that. And so I interjected. I don't know what I said, because remember, this is a night out. there's drinks involved. So your girl don't remember what I said after he said that. And so basically, me and him were going back and forth, like legit, back and forth. We were outside of a club, and like I wasn't thinking about getting arrested or like honestly nothing like that at all. I was thinking about like, wow, like you really gonna play, like try to play my best friend, like not happening, like it's just not. And we was cool and calm at first, like that's what it was. Like I swear to y'all, like it wasn't. We were calm, cool and calm. And then when he made a comment about like a sexual thing, like basically trying to diss her on a sex tip, that is when I interjected myself. Like I was there, but my best friend, she was handling her own, like stuff like that, you know, don't really get to her because it's like we know the truth, everybody know the truth, like whatever. And so I'm just like, wow, like he's gonna try to sit here and try to play her like that, like no. So as I'm like intertwining me and him going back and forth. To be honest, I don't feel like either, like, granted, we're both Geminis. Like, his name is Gemini for a reason. Like, we're both Gemini. So maybe that's why me and him were going back and forth about it, to be honest. And because I'm just like, I can't. Like, I was being calm for a long time. And your girl, I couldn't anymore. I could not. And so, I was going to say, I don't think we're, either one of us is confrontational. But being a Gemini, to be honest, we're freaking everything. I don't even know. So, we're just a ball of emotions, to be honest. And so, we're yelling. And I think he started, like, coming close to me. Because, granted, let me rewind. Because when he first, like, when we said we were here and we were, like, going over there. Or he walked up to us. I don't remember what happened. But we felt he walked up very aggressive. Like, you know, like if a girl was about to fight a girl, like you walk up like aggressive, like what's up? Like we felt like he was walking up like what's up? But we're looking like, you a whole nigga, like what? Calm down. Like, it's not necessary. So, I'm like, all right. So we already felt like, okay, this is definitely going to be confrontation. Just the way he walked up, automatic. But I just had to add that in. And even at that point, you walked up aggressive and you was talking shit. But we were calm at first. So after, you know, he said what he said, I interjected myself. And me and him were arguing. Now, y'all, me and my best friend, we have had talks about this day because it's like, what really happened? That was so long ago. But we be having talks to try to remember. But y'all, I'm going to just tell y'all what I think, what I remember semi, because drinks were involved. It was in 2016, I believe, like, you know. So, me and him going back and forth. I don't know what happens, to be honest. Like, all I know is that someone said, he hit me, or something like that, or he hit her. And in my mind, I'm like, oh, who hit my best friend? Like, what? Who hit my best friend? So I'm just like, I didn't see it. You guys, I don't really recall. All I know is someone said it. That escalated everything. So, ooh, I almost just dropped my palette. But that escalated literally everything. I'm like, oh, so you hitting girls now? Like, in my mind, that's what I'm thinking. All I know is that my best friend said she blacked out. And I feel like I blacked out because I don't recall what happens after that. All I know is this haywire. Our friend Lemonhead is holding my best friend, Alexis. They're holding my best friend. Rich Dollars, he pops out of nowhere and try to check Gemini, I think. But they was confused on like who he was because he wasn't over there when the situation was happening. So they was confused like, who are you? And then all I do is get out my phone and start calling all my homies. Like, you think, first of all, like, the impact of my hit ain't gonna be like one of my homies. Like, it's just not. So I'm like, okay. So I get over to the side and I start calling people. I'm like, so-and-so, come down here right now. They just hit Alexis. We are out. We're downtown. We're we're at blah, blah, blah. Get blah, 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 and blah, 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 and bring them down here right now. Like, that's me, literally, but way more dramatic. And so, Gemini, his best friend, he ends up coming over to me and was like, no, like, calm down. Like, it's not worth all that. Just calm down. Like, call your friends back. Tell them not to come. And I'm over here like, no. Like, he just hit my best friend. He think he gonna get away with that? Hell no. He about to get his ass beat. Like, that's all, like, in my mind. I was so hyped. Like, I was on more than a million. Like, I was so hyped. I'm like, wow. Like, he want to hit my best friend? Oh. Like, I was so pissed. And so I'm sitting there like, wow, I can't wait for my friends to get here. Because they end up, my phone, I don't know if it died or I hung up, because they ended up calling me back and was like, what place are y'all at? Like, we about to come, blah, blah, blah. But after my phone calls, after I end up getting off the phone, sorry, I gotta go back. Shout out to my nigga Lemon Head, because he was going to have our back, period. That's why I fuck with Lemon Head, because he wasn't in the altercation. To me, Lemonhead, like, he real cool, he real chill, like, he not about drama or nothing like that. But for him to be, like, basically, like, I got y'all, like, y'all good, like, I got y'all back. Friends forever. We was already friends forever, but, yeah. And so, he was down for whatever, too, because it's like, what? He hit, like, what? And so, I'm like, wow. Like, I was just shocked. Like, I'm like, wow, he hit her? Like, because that's all that I feel like I heard, like, to be honest, like, that's all that I feel like I heard was that he hit her. And so, we end up, after that, I don't know what happened, is his best friend took him away, and Lemonhead walked us away. I don't really know, but it ended up getting broke up. Oh, yo, I'm forgetting shit. Okay, so going back, so y'all know how I told you he put that post on Facebook. So he's friends with, like, these 3 girls, and I was like, they were there, and I'm like, wow, so these are the girls who gonna fight us? Like, not saying that my best friend was, like, best friends with them, but it's like, they knew her through him, like, we was just confused, but I was just like, wow. Like, these are the girls you brought to fight us. Wow. That, like, semi like that, she know. Like, wow. But, to be honest, the girls didn't even know what was going on, and they didn't even stay around for their foolery. Like, they was just out doing their thing. They just happened to be down there, so, I mean, they wasn't there to fight us. But I just had to put that in there. Oh, and then no girls was there to fight us. Like, maybe he just posted that to be funny, or maybe he knew I would see him. I don't even know. There was no girls that came and I guess his bad to fight us. Like, there was nobody. And so, I don't really know why the Facebook thing was even done, to be honest. And so, after that, after I think everyone pulled us away, all I remember is we were walking to the car, y'all. And there was an off-duty officer. And he was like, don't get in that fight. Hold on. Okay. He was telling us, don't get in a fight downtown because y'all will get arrested. He was like, that's just all bad. It's the weekend. Like, don't even get into a fight. It's not worth it. Yada, yada, yada. And at the end of the day, he was right. Like, I mean, it's not worth it. But, I mean, we was pissed. And so, we were walking back to the car. And I was just, like, irritated. I was still pissed. Like, I was hot. Like, I had liquor in my system. So, when I'm pissed, like, it lasts for a second. And so, I'm just sitting there, like, feeling like I'm just so pissed. And I just wanted someone to come beat his ass because I felt like he hit my best friend. Or I thought he hit my best friend. And y'all see why I say thought here in a second. So, I was just hot. Our friend, he ends up... we all end up leaving, I believe. Yeah, we end up leaving. And what happened after that? We end up leaving. Oh, we end up leaving. And then he ends up calling. Oh, and I did call my friends, y'all, and tell them not to come because we were leaving. And so he ends up leaving, and he ends up calling us like, meet me at my house. I feel like this was 12 years later though when he ended up calling. And he's like, meet me at my house, like, what's up, blah, blah, blah. First off, I want y'all to tell me if you have an altercation with someone, are you meeting up at their residence when they have the upper hand? I was real confused when he said that, like, sir, we know the game, like, that don't even make sense. Why would we come to your house on your property where you can have whatever, like, we don't know your house, like, we don't know what you got at your house, who's at your house, like, no, that's not smart. And so, at that point, though, anyway, I mean, we were over it, we were almost halfway home, and we're just like, boy, get off our line, like, nothing happened downtown. If it was gonna happen, it would have happened downtown, like, stop it. So, we're just, like, in the car, like, we're all, like, just, like, did that just happen, like, we were just all just, like, riled up, but me and my best friend, we go in her house and we lay down, go to sleep for 2 seconds, because when I tell you I had to get up, I had to go to church that day, and we ended up laying down for 5 seconds, and I got up super early. My back body naturally wakes up early even to this day, but we both got up early and we were talking about it. Y'all, I woke up, my knuckles were literally split open. Like, I don't know if I hit someone and I hit their, like, mouth, but my knuckles were split and it was hurting. And I was just like, what happened? And then we were trying to think, I'm like, so did he hit you? And then she's like, I don't know. But we could not remember, so we're just like, so was that a whole thing for no reason? Like, something obviously happened, but we could not remember to save our life. So like, but did he? I don't know, girl. We was confused, and all I know, they was like beefing for a little bit more, and then they ended up becoming cool, and it was all salt under the bridge. But at that time, Gemini wants to be trash. Seriously. Like, I was so pissed during the time. But then the next day I woke up, my hands were busted. I still don't know to this day how my hands got busted up, because I didn't fall. So, I don't know. I must have hit somebody or something. Sorry, y'all. I already messed myself up. But anywho, after all of that, you know, it was salt under the bridge. Like, we all became cool again, and it's all love now, because to be honest, we don't know what happened. And I mean, it was cool. Yeah, like I said, it's all love. No issues now, but that night was literally crazy. And I punched something or someone and messed up my knuckles. And like, yeah, like, that's the time where I almost fought my best friend's ex. Like, cause I'm like, girl, ride or die. Like, someone touch you, especially a guy, like, if it's a one-on-one fight, like, she could stand her own, like, cool. And if she couldn't, I would just break it up. Like, it wouldn't be like a jumping type thing. I would just break it up. But when a whole man, no, we all jump in his ass, because my punches ain't gonna be that strong. Your punches and my punches both together, we got that nigga, girl. But no, seriously. We end up, there was no beef. And there's no beef to this day. Like, we're all cool now. But that night, I will never forget it. It was just too much. And then, like, other stuff after that. I have more stories about my best friend, Gemini, me, and others. I don't think they've been introduced yet. But, yeah, I definitely do. Y'all, I'm almost finished with my makeup, so I'm going to wrap this up. Give you girl a second. All right, y'all. I did my mascara, put my lashes on. This is the finished look, and your girl's going nowhere. And, y'all, I really don't use highlight because my skin is oily. So, your girl don't really use highlight. But I am about to spray my face one last time. you know, oil control. I love it. And put my, did y'all just see that? I just almost, and then put my dreads down. Your girl got goddess locks. Did it myself. Crochet method. Learned it on YouTube. But yep, this is the finished look. Hope you guys like it. And I'm gonna try to be more consistent now that I moved in. I mean, everything's pretty much done. I mean, obviously we're gonna be adding stuff in our apartment all the time. And when I say us, my best friend, me and her roommates. But yeah, I'm about to say, but I'm gonna be more consistent. I'm gonna get back to it. I'm gonna start pre-filming, editing, posting how I was before, because I was really consistent. And honestly, it's kind of just fun to like talk about my life and let people know things that happened to me and do challenges with my friends. Like, everybody seems to like enjoy it. So more to come. So thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.